he was, and I don't know if it's actually.
How much did you lose on your scale?
I was on 227 exactly this morning.
That's great.
I was 226 yesterday.
But
Bye.
you're down 4 pounds from what I saw you.
Yeah.
So that you're still progressing like you should, right? Still losing at a pound, you know, probably about a pound per week is what it looks like with that. So no, that's you're doing fine with that.
Yeah, when I saw that 225, you know why I want to cry?
That's almost 100 pounds.
That was the weight when I walked into the hospital to deliver my son.
Is it really?
When I went to stand on the scale at the hospital,
It's 225.
Was 225 exactly. And that was when I went to and my son is now 24 years old. And ever since then I have not been able to.
24 years later.
Yeah, I have not. It was one of those, I was able to keep my weight pretty well under control before I got pregnant, but after I got pregnant I couldn't. It was like I was trying, but you know, my pregnancy was a nightmare. I was constantly sick. But I was told, you know, the sicker you are, the healthier the baby. And I was like, okay, I'll put up with it, type of thing. And then after I delivered him, I couldn't lose that weight, no matter what I tried. It just was not going to happen. And then somebody told me that when you have a baby, it changes your metabolism and everything, and so everything the way it used to work doesn't work that anyway.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. But like I think the main thing is, I mean, obviously that's a huge, you know, milestone for you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
24 years later, you're now at your near postpartum weight.
Yeah.
Right? And so or partum weight, I should say. So that's a phenomenal accomplishment.
Yes, I'm just like, oh, I gotta cry.
Yeah, that's a very good accomplishment.
That's a biggie. And
well, talk to me about some of these things. Like, you know, we've got an online store now, and there are some things that patients can get that are comparable to what I have.
What you've been giving me. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, there's a few things that I actually like a little bit better. That's fairly close when you add in the discount. Like, if you do recurrent orders, it's identical, but you get a little bit more out of it. And I'll bring it up real fast. Let's see here.
And you'll send me the link and all that?
Yeah, it's literally on our homepage.
On the Facebook?
No, on our website.
On your website.
Yeah, so if I go to...
So I can send my YouTube friends to this, okay?
We just got this up a week and a half ago.
Oh, awesome. So it's just in time for my diet bet.
Yeah, so it's right down here.
Metagenics, okay?
Yeah, and if you click on online store, you may have to hit it a couple times because it seems like it's authenticated. There it goes. Double click. So then now they have it up.
Awesome.
And they have all of the products. And so what I've done is went through and put like my favorite products, like Ultima Bar, because that's what most people use. Ultramil Plus 360. This is the one that's comparable to mine, but they have actually a little bit more, or basically isokinase inhibitors that are in here to help a little bit more with cholesterol. So which mine don't.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. I mean, it's a little bit. They've got a little bit more stuff in it. Formulation is pretty comparable.
Okay.
To it, like with regards to protein and fat and carbohydrate, but they're a little bit. They've got a little bit more extra stuff in there for like cholesterol lowering, triglyceride lowering, etc. More than what mine have.
And what about the gluten?
They're all the same. Yeah,
okay.
It's gluten free, dairy free, and that's perfectly fine. Second thing, your Senatol is one of my free. It's right there too.
Okay.
So if they see something on here, right? Like these are just my main, like my favorite products that most people like I specialize in, right? So Senatol, Ultima Bar, Ultima Plus 360, those would be basically equivalent to what you would get like with Nutrix, Ultima Bar, and Nutrix coming in here, or the Senatol coming in here.
Okay.
So they could order that,
awesome.
right? And it gets shipped to them free. And if they do reoccurring, then it saves them 10% because they'll just ship it every like once a month.
And they don't need a doctor's appointment or anything.
No. That's how I was able to formulate or get this up a little bit with them. So since they're coming directly through my site, That was the big thing. They had to have, like until now, physicians had to like order it and get it shipped to you, or they had to buy it from me and I had to order it and get it shipped to me. Now what they've done is they set up kind of like what they call a microsite through the provider's website, where my patients can go in and get that. But they don't necessarily need to be a patient of mine. They can still go through and get the products that you've been using, because they want to be successful employee.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so would I be able to refer my people to you, and then you could probably advise them online or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay,
Exactly.
awesome.
Exactly.
What about, let's see, I was gonna go down my list again. Colinix.
Okay, so they may have some stuff under like GI health, so they've got like my main things are gastrointestinal health, general wellness, neurological health, stress management, women's health, right? So if you click on gastrointestinal health,
Maybe we'll get it to work.
it's showing it's trying to work. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. I've got something on here that's probably close. This probably is citrate.
Magcitrate.
Let's see here. Let's see ingredients. 300 milligrams of magnesium citrate. Plus that's calcium. That can help with some constipation. Did you bring something in that you found that was comparable?
Oh, yeah,
That's what you said.
yeah, I had some questions about that.
Yeah, see magnesium, this is 400.
That was the closest thing I could find to what you wrote down for me.
Magnesium citrate? Yeah. This would probably work, I just don't know how much magnesium citrate you're getting in comparison to the magnesium aspartate and oxide, which is a little bit different. Magnesium citrate is typically what's used to help with bowel regulation. But, has it been helping, or?
I seem to be doing okay with it.
Okay, alright.
And then, EGCG, okay, we had a couple of questions on that.
Yes.
EGCG, this is what I got for the EGCG.
So this is you're getting 200 milligrams. EGCG, yeah. 80% catchins. Let's see here. So do 600, it's 30%, this is 50%. It's equivalent, because mine was 30% at 600, which brings it down to 200. This is 400 at 50%, which brings it down to 200.
Okay.
So this would be comparable.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was taking 2 of those. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, now here was my question. You had me taking that, and then I was ending up taking basically both of those, and then the question was, should I?
I would rather there's some fish oil in this, omega-3s. However, I don't know.
I can buy fish oil on its own.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think, I think this is going to have the same effect. Yeah, I can't speak to this. They're using some chromium, but not to the level it's going to help, and chromium's really not been shown to really improve your metabolism.
Okay, so this would be better, or the EGCG that you're going to have on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Insulex. Now that's what was going on. You had me taking this while I was on Insulex.
Okay, so a couple things. Insulux is good for triglyceride and insulin formula or insulin regulation, right? The problem with it though is I wouldn't want you taking that in addition to taking Senatol. For women that are postmenopausal, I would rather have them take Senatol. There's been more research to show that it's more effective, and that's the reason why. Insulux is good, but they can get, I mean, it's not, I mean, there's some things I have to look at Metagenics and find out if they have something that's comparable. Because what we were doing is we were getting that from Zymogen. They actually have a similar product called Medcaps IS, which is a similar thing. When they had it's a similar formulation. So I would need to find out with Metagenics if they have something comparable to what Zymogen had, and it just would take me a while to look for that. I'm not too concerned. So, but most of the time, I would not have patients taking Insulux and Senatol. I would have them take one or the other. And Senatol is actually more effective in women. Insulux might be better in men. We don't know just quite yet.
Okay, yeah, because the big question was my pre-diabetic issue.
Correct. And I would rather you be doing Senatol.
Senatol, okay.
Yes.
All right, so I probably would have to get some more of that, unless you want me to replace it with one of those.
Okay.
Okay. Diavasc.
Yeah, I would have to look that up. I don't think Metagenics has anything like that, and we don't have an online store just quite yet with Zymogen. It's been a little bit more of a difficult transition because some of these provider or manufacturers don't like you promoting their competitor, I should say. But I get why they want you to do that, but the problem is Metagenics doesn't have a simpler program or a comparable product to Diovasc. So that's the reason why I was using certain things from Zymogen, certain things from Metagenics. They don't have the same things.
Okay.
So let me research that a little bit and see what I can find out.
Okay.
I don't think, I mean, they may have something because that's a cardiovascular health issue. I would need to research the product line for cardiovascular health and see if they've got something similar.
Yeah, and you were having me on that because of
correct.
That
venal insufficiencies.
And
yeah.
I didn't know if I needed any more.
My question being is, how are you feeling?
Been feeling pretty good, but this has been getting pretty swollen lately.
Yeah.
And it's I was getting kind of concerned about all of this going on with all the great big veins and stuff.
Yep.
But when I saw the doctor, he says no, they don't need to do surgery or anything. It's just the way it's going to look. And he's kind of feeling like this here may be a permanent
thing.
issue. There's other than just put my leg up or wrap it or something like that. It's about all I can hope
then
for.
The supplement's not going to do much either for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it would help in the beginning of.
It's in the early phase.
In the early phase.
Yeah. If it's already prolonged, there's not much anything can be done outside of surgery.
Okay. So I may do what I can to contact a friend of mine because I know she is young and she's starting to have this kind of problem.
Yes.
So okay. I think that was pretty much my bigger concerns.
Okay.
On the products that you gave me, because I wanted to see if when I go to do this diet vet, which starts in 2 days, Friday. Starts in 2 days. I want to be able to have some information for people. I'm going to be doing basically our videos that we've been doing in here, giving out information and stuff. So I don't know how you feel about putting your information there with them if they needed to contact.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, all right. Because I know there's some people I've found the products online, but you have to contact the doctor in another location and that kind of thing. And I'm like,
they can actually just go to our website now and just order directly.
Okay.
And then what we could do is, I mean, I would even be willing that we could do like a phone consult with them, and we could set it up as a new patient phone consult and be able to do that. And then I can give them recommendations on what they specifically need, and they can order directly from the website and get it shipped to them.
Okay.
So that might be, you know, an opportunity for them to be able to do that as well.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I got people all over the country. I
Sure.
have a couple of people not even in the country, I don't think they
Sure, absolutely.
So, that was my bigger concerns. So I guess I don't have to take these anymore then?
Nope.
Okay. I wanna make sure I got that right. And there's my stuff for the new line.
Still going down. How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Are you shrinking yet?
BMI's off. I have BMI at 39.7.
Oh, okay.
Which if we go, you're at 39.9. And if I go back to the very beginning, you were at 55.4.
Wow. That's a big drop.
Right. Now, one of the questions you had asked me in the email was they were wanting to do something for your insulin.
Oh, yeah.
So when did you go see your physician?
That was about a month or so ago.
Okay.
And, they were thinking about giving me something, not so much as like the shot type of insulin, but something to help with the blood sugar thingy.
Was it called metformin?
They didn't say. They were just gonna give me something, but then you had me on something that, Insulex.
Right.
You had me on Insulex, and so that stopped. You decided to stop on that, so I didn't know if I needed to talk to that doctor
Well,
about.
what was your blood glucose?
I don't know. They supposedly sent you a blood test, my last blood test.
Your glucose was 80.
Is that good or bad?
It's good.
Oh.
Okay, so a couple things. Were you taking both of those EGCG?
Oh, you mean this and this?
Yes.
Yeah, I was, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my concern with that is your liver enzymes
Mhm.
were high. And we know that your liver has to metabolize EGCG, and we've seen in research as of late, people taking too much green tea, and it's damaging the liver, right? It's stressing the liver out. And with you taking
Oh.
400, and if you're taking 2 and 2, that's 2,400
That's way
milligrams.
too much, yeah.
Way too much.
Okay.
And that could be why your liver enzymes were could have been high.
Okay.
The good thing about liver enzymes is stop taking it, and it'll go down. Right? So
It'll fix
yeah,
itself.
so that's why I don't want you doing that. Yeah, cut that out.
Drop this all together?
Yeah. The good news is your glucose values were 80, and they need to be between 65 and 99. You want to see them in the 80s is where you want to see them.
Okay.
So that looks good.
Okay.
It tells me that your insulin levels are okay.
Okay.
Right? So, but the Synatol will still help keep it low and still aid in the process for weight loss. I think it'd be important to continue to take it for what you're doing, but you don't need to be taking insulin. You don't need to be taking metformin for that.
Okay, and the Synatol is the one I'm out of.
It's the powder.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
Yeah, that you mix.
So maybe we might put that back in.
Yep.
Okay.
Your HDLs look good. Your triglycerides look phenomenal. LDL's a little high. That's your bad fat.
But as the weight goes down, that should go down too.
Yeah, yeah. Quit taking her to Burger King stuff.
Told you.
That's the only reason why that would be high.
Yeah, the Burger King?
Yeah. Yeah, everything else looks good. Potassium, you like coconut water?
No, she doesn't.
I can try it.
Eat a few more bananas then.
Okay.
Avocados have a little bit in there as well, but they're going to be higher in calorie. But
bananas and coconut water.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard that there's these new coconut water things out. I could try it. I haven't tried them.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't get the plain coconut water because that tastes.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just like
those are more flavored ones.
Okay, yeah, because what he's getting at is, I used to love coconut. Then the only way I would eat it is fresh from the coconut. I buy that packaged crap, and it just tastes like plastic to me.
Right.
But the fresh coconut, for some reason, the last few years, I cannot stand to be around coconut. It doesn't. I don't have an allergic reaction or anything. It just irritates me. It just, the smell of it drives me crazy, and the taste is nasty. But I keep hearing about these coconut water things, and
you can try it.
I could try some and see what
it'll
happens.
give you a little bit more potassium. They got, I think, between 400 to 600 milligrams of potassium. That's quite a bit. So.
Okay, so maybe like one of the
yeah,
containers
because you're
a day.
borderline low on your potassium levels. So.
Okay, so so I'll try like a container of water a day or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll do that. Or a banana, or both.
Okay, so let's. I would like to see you back in another month. I think you did well.
Okay.
Right, with losing that. One, it keeps your price down. Two, you're doing what you need to do. The good thing too is you can order online, get it all at one time sent to you. It takes about a couple days, right? So that way you can have it shipped directly to you.
Okay.
Right, get what you need. I do have some bars. I do have some shakes here. If you want to take some with you, you can do that as well. And I have Synatol, so it's up to you. If you want to buy them online, you can have them shipped to you, or we can load you up with what you need. So.
Okay. Well,
I'll just let you know if somebody else is here.
Okay. I was like, what the heck? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get what I need now.
Okay.
And I'll pay for that all.
Okay. Sure.
So we just need the Synatol, some bars, shakes, and I'll probably hit the shakes a little hard this bars and shakes because.
I've got strawberry. I have chocolate shake, and then I have all three of the bars. So whatever you would like.
The apple bars, and of course one of each of the shakes. Or how many do I need for the month?
It'll get you 2 canisters and 2 boxes of bars. Will get you through for a month.
Okay. Okay, so an apple and surprise me on the other.
Would you prefer chocolate or chocolate raspberry?
Chocolate raspberry.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, let me go get those for you and the Synatol, right?
And Synatol.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yep.